Did somebody order Mexican? Weird around here lately, know what I mean? With everything so quiet and all, so many team members of the active roster, not enough bad guys to smack around. I hear Mano was even thinking of sending Sea Urchin to summer camp. You know I was thinking of paying a visit to Shadow at the Patriot Penitentiary. She might be a psychopath, but ay Maria, that she fill out that catsuit.
I am not in the mood for juvenile humor, Diablo. Why don't you take your fiery wit somewhere else?
We all miss that big team can, Pequita.
You don't understand. How could you?
Attention, Freedom Force! Everyone to the ready room! Everyone to the ready room!
Duty calls.
Now let me get this straight. This pozo comes in off the street and all of a sudden we're headed to Cuba because the government can't do their job?
This bozo happens to be the deputy director of the CIA! How dare you!
Now, Minuteman. I can understand Diablo's reluctance. After all, if I had been the one who put Nuclear Winter and Time Master away, I'd be pretty angry too. But the truth is, Winter's been broken out of mega security by an unknown Confederate, and he's taken Time Master with him. Although Time Master remains in temporal stasis, there's no telling what Winter has planned for him.
And for all we know, they've enlisted Castro and his goons in their assistance. After all, both Winter and that tin pot dictator take their marching orders straight from Moscow.
I've sent out a global psychic beacon to the inactive Freedom Force members. I fear it will take some time for them to return to active service. For now, the burden lies on us. Be prepped and on board the Freedom Flyer in 10 minutes.
Saddle up, Freedom Force. We're heading to Cuba.
Ay, so much for my dinner date. How will Susie, Carmen, and Maureen ever forgive me?
Here's where you pick your squad for the mission. For this mission, all of your heroes have been chosen for you, so just enter the fray.
By the flying flag of freedom! Some kind of beam has frozen the Freedom Flyer, and I'm trapped in this infernal ice. You'll need to go into action without me until I can free myself.
Freedom Force! Nuclear Winter's goons have infiltrated the base. We tried to counterattack, but he froze half the division with some kind of freezing machine. We're completely pinned down.
There's no time to waste, team. You've got to find the source of that beam and take it out. I'll monitor your progress from here.
I feel the minds of opposition to our
Looks like there's a flotilla of Russian bombers inbound.
Here.
U.S. fighters are scrambling to respond, but some are bound to get through. Keep your heads down.
Some enemies are vulnerable or resistant to certain types of damage. In the command menu, attacks which the current target is vulnerable to will flash brightly. The status bar shows full details. Choose your attack carefully. Result bubbles can give you more information about your target. A dark gray result bubble means they are resistant to your attacks, while a gold bubble means they are vulnerable. You can drag the mouse with the left button down to select multiple characters. You can also shift-click to add or remove characters from a selection. Use the 5 key to quickly select your entire team. Some objects, like these crates and barrels, are explosive. Throwing these at enemies can be very effective. Don't be too close when they detonate. Try keeping your flying characters in the air and using ranged attacks. Some enemies may not be able to retaliate against them.
Now we're cooking Diablo style.
I am ready to serve.
Mentor's instinct dominance can enrage enemies, making them attack friends or foes at random. Try using it on the group of enemies ahead.
Your evil is unwanted here. Take this, running dog!
Turning up the heat.
Here I cannot.
Here it comes.
Here I cannot. You are an open book to me. Forgive
By
your
the
evil is
gods.
Point me to our foe.
Hold down the control key to overpower an attack. Overpowered attacks do more damage and are harder to resist, but use more energy than a standard attack.
Bad guys on the way.
Fascinating. It would appear that nuclear winter can now form henchmen from the molecular components of snow itself.
Take out as many of those frozen fiends as you can. Here come the good guys. Our fighters should take out those bombers in short order. Stars and bars! That freeze ray is taking out our jets! If you don't stop it soon, our flyboys and this entire base will be lost to nuclear winter!
Takes care of them. Thanks, Freedom Force. Now we can go after that freeze ray.
We gotta take out that freeze ray or our boys will all get knocked out of the sky, leaving us as easy prey for those Russian bombers.
Come on, men. Let's get
Dog.
one more push and we can take out that freeze ray.
Enough for you?
Dennis, now the U.S. flyboys should be able to drive off the bombers!
We must talk with that Bolshevik underling. He might have vital information.
By the gods.
Take this, running dog.
Suits on.
You hate freedom.
Ready to rumble.
For Comrade Winter!
Some attention, sugar. Peaches and cream.
Turning up the heat.
Peaches and
Now
cream.
we're cooking the Diablo style.
Take this.
Burn.
Peaches and cream. Here it comes. And here's some for you.
Turning up the heat. Turning up the heat.
Greens of Luxor.
Soup's on.
Lights of Ryjan.
Hot enough for you? I can't do
That'll
that.
teach you.
talk.
Turning up the heat.
Point me to our foe.
That'll teach you.
Burn it out.